magical folk, welcome back to my channel. I hope we're all keeping safe and well. So today's video is going to be a Q&A video slash celebratory video for hitting 500 subscribers. I am so thrilled that I finally reached 500 subscribers. You have no idea how grateful I am to each and every one of you for clicking that subscribe button, for watching my videos, and yeah, just making this channel a little bit more magical and special for me to actually know that there are people out there that are actually watching me. I don't know why. I'm a little bit insane, so I don't know why you watch me, but I'm really grateful that you do, so carry on. But anyway, like I said, today's video is going to be a Q&A. I have a bunch of questions that you guys have sent in, so if you'd like to see if I've answered your question, then do carry on watching. Don't forget, guys, if you are new and you haven't done already, then please hit that subscribe button to become part of my little magical community. Don't forget to turn the notification bells on as well to be notified every time I upload a video, and you can always check me out on my social media. Also, I do have a Patreon. I have a wonderful patron, Alas Earwax. She helps me keep this channel running, and if you would like to join in on Patreon and find out a little bit more about what it's all about, then why not go and check out the link that'll be in the description down below. Okay, so the questions that I was asked via Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, then go and check me out over there. I do post quite often. I do like little polls and stuff about what videos you'd like to see next, anything like ideas and stuff. And also if I do ever do like a Q&A video like this one, then that's normally where I'll ask you guys to submit some questions. So these are where I got these questions from. So the first question I was asked is, what video of yours are you most proud of? Now, I was thinking about this question when I received it, and I was like, ooh, is there actually a specific video that I'm really proud of? And to be honest, probably not. Not because I'm not proud of myself. Like, I'm just proud of every video I put out there because I do everything myself. I come up with my own ideas. I come up with my own editing ways, the way I film everything. It's all kind of, I do it all by myself. So any video that I put up, I'm kind of like, oh, I did that. You know what I mean? I did that myself, and it's not something that anyone's really helped me with. And I suppose like the videos that I make are a lot of unboxing videos and things like that. So yeah, I don't have a specific video that I could like generally go, oh, you know what, I'm really proud of that video. And like for me personally at the moment, because I'm still very small on YouTube, any video for me that hits over 100 views, I consider that a successful video. So I'm always proud of those videos that go over the 100 views mark. So that's something that I'm always very happy with and very proud of when that happens. So yeah, at the moment, like I said, probably not a specific video that sort of leaps out at me. But yeah, like in general, I'm just kind of proud of every video that I put up. Okay, this one was quite a funny question, and one I thought I'd have like loads of ideas for, but even racking my brains now, I still can't really come up with a full idea of this. But this question is, in a movie of your life, who would play you and your husband? I don't know. There's lots of people I would like to think would play me. You know, all these very glamorous and beautiful Hollywood actresses would be great. Realistically, probably not. I don't know. It's really hard. I think I would know who would play my husband, only because he kind of reminds me of him anyway. He's not going to thank me for this, is my poor husband, but Kevin James kind of reminds me of my husband. If you don't know who Kevin James is, this is Kevin James. He's in like 90% of Adam Sandler's films. And he's also in that film with Will Smith, isn't he, Hitch? So yeah, he kind of reminds me a little bit of my husband, just his mannerisms, and yeah, he kind of looks a little bit, not fully obviously, because like I'll put a picture of my husband up. This is my husband. So looks wise, not fully. I kind of get where I'm coming from. It's more the mannerisms than anything else that reminds me of Kevin James when I kind of talk to my husband and stuff. So yeah, that's who I kind of picture, the first name that pops into my head to play Anthony. But for me, I don't know. If you guys got any suggestions, who do you see playing me in a movie? Because I don't know. I would love to have like lots of glamorous Hollywood actresses play me. But like I said, realistically, it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anyone. Let me know who you guys would think would play me. That would be fun. Okay, this one also made me chuckle. So if you were arrested, what would your family and friends think it was for? Now, I'm a very good girl, okay? I've never been in trouble with the police. I have not even really been pulled over, like, because obviously I drive. I haven't even really been pulled over by the police. I did get once when I was about 18, I think I was at the time. I got pulled over, not for speeding, I was just going a little bit faster than I probably should have been. And back then I was driving a smart car, like the 2-seater smart cars. It was really, really small little bubble car. And it was baby pink and silver, and I'm not even kidding you. And I was blonde at the time, believe it or not. And yeah, it was absolutely hammering down. It was like late at night, like 9-10 o'clock-ish. I said that late at night. That's not that late really, but whatever. So yeah, it was like 9-10 o'clock at night. It was really dark, hammering down with rain. And I got pulled over and I was wetting myself. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Rolled down my window and the police officer's face appeared in my window. And I was like, hi. And he was like, do me a favour, sweetheart. He did literally call me sweetheart as well. He was like, do me a favour, sweetheart. Just slow it down a little bit. He said, just going just a smidgen too fast. He said, with the rain in your car, he said, I don't trust it. He said, can you just slow up just a little bit for me? And I'm like, okay. So yeah, I kind of got pulled over, but I wasn't really doing anything. I wasn't like going stupidly fast. He just said I was going just a little bit faster than I should have been. So but if you were to speak to my friends, they would probably say drunk and disorderly, even though that doesn't happen very often. But when I get drunk, I'm very stupid. So yeah, they probably would say that. My family would probably just be stumped. They'd be like, oh my God, what's she done? Is she okay? What's going on? You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know specifically, but that question did make me chuckle. Next question is, what movie makes you cry? I think it's easier to say what movies don't make me cry. I'm so emotional. I'm a very emotionally charged person. Yeah, loads of films make me cry. The Titanic made me cry. My Girl made me cry. Harry Potter makes me cry. There's several moments in some of the films that actually jerk at my heartstrings and make me actually physically cry. What other films make me cry? Again, like loads of films make me cry. I'm such a blubber pants. The Green Mile makes me cry. Honestly, I can't stop crying. I'm such a blubberer. But yeah, there's so many movies that do make me cry, and even some adverts as well. I'm that much of a sap. I will cry at adverts. It's just ridiculous. So this next question was actually really, really hard. This next question was, what goals and aspirations do you have for the next 10 years? Now that's a long time away, so I don't know. It's really, really hard to kind of pinpoint exactly what I want to have achieved by then. You know, I'm 32 now, so I'll be 42 by the time 10 years rolls around. You know, me and math. That was impressive math skills. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really know. I'm very much at the moment like living in the now. I'm not much, and it'll probably be to the annoyance of my family, but I'm not much of like a goal aspiration kind of driven person. I very much live in the here and now. I like to make sure that I'm happy in the moment, and I'm not really too worried about the future and what it brings, as long as I'm, you know, somewhat successful. I mean, I don't really want to just be stagnant and not really achieve anything in my life. But I kind of flip back and forth between the kind of things that I want to be doing and the kind of things that I'm interested in. So yeah, to kind of give myself like a goal for like 10 years time just feels like a bit too much stress to put on myself, which probably sounds daft because I think a lot of people do generally have like a 10-year plan or a 5-year plan or whatever it is. And I just kind of don't. Like I said, I very much live in the now. Whatever makes me happy at the moment and is best for my family at the moment is kind of where I'm at and what I want to be doing. So to sort of look at myself in 10 years' time and think, where will I be? I don't know. I really don't. I would have loved to maybe have, because obviously my kids will be in school full time, like as my youngest at the moment is only part-time in nursery. So I would have loved to maybe go back to school and do a course. I would love to work with children one day. That's something that I would really, really love to do. So yeah, maybe go back to college and do courses for being able to work with children, maybe in nurseries or playgroups and things like that. So yeah, maybe something along those lines. Okay, so this question is quite similar to the one beforehand, but this one asks, where would you like to see you and your YouTube in the next 5 years? Now that was a little bit easier to answer because it's a lot shorter of a goal, and obviously specifically goes to my YouTube channel. Now, I would love to still have this running in the next 5 years. I really, really would. I'd love to see it go beyond that even further, but you know, obviously you never know what the future will hold, so I can't really say exactly. But within the next 5 years, I would love to hit maybe 5,000 subscribers within the next 5 years. I think that would be a really, really good goal to look at. I would love to have grown my little community and have a really, really close-knit little family of magical people and people that love Harry Potter to talk to, because I don't have an awful lot of like people to talk to in real life about Harry Potter. So yeah, having you guys to talk to, like kind of get that all out of me and talk to you guys about it and obviously have responses and stuff, because I don't really normally get that in my everyday life. So that's kind of where I'm at with my YouTube channel and why I do what I do, because I love being able to share and talk all things Harry Potter, and you guys are the perfect people to do that with. Okay, the next question is, what is your next must-have item for your collection? Oh, I don't know. Again, so spoiled for choice. There are so many things that I'm still missing from my collection. I do have a very good collection in my eyes. Like, I looked over my collection the other week and I was like, oh, you know what? I've got a good little collection going on here. I've got some really, really great items. But there are still so many things that I really, really want, that I really, really love. But it kind of changes all the time. I kind of go through like Noble Collection and other like websites and stuff that sell Harry Potter merchandise, and even some small businesses and stuff. I kind of go through and look around at what I would really, really love to have in my collection. And one day it's like, oh, I need this wand. And then a couple of days later, I'll be like, oh, but I need this. And then a couple of days later, I'm like, oh, but I've just seen that. And I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm too, like, see what I mean by I'm not very focused. My brain just kind of goes, I want it all. Don't know what I want though. So yeah, there's nothing specifically that I'm like, right, 100% the next purchase I make, I am buying that. But there are lots of things that I would love to add to my collection, such as Slughorn's Hourglass is just so beautiful. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, oh, it's so pretty. I really, really, really want it. I also would really love one day to have a full-size broom replica. Any of the 3 brooms that I know that they sell, obviously they do the Nimbus 2000, the Nimbus 2001 and the Firebolt. I wouldn't mind any of those. I would absolutely be thrilled if someone went, here, have a broom. I'd be like, oh, thank you. But obviously they're very expensive. So those kind of things will probably be much later on in my life if I do get them, because obviously at the moment I have young children, Christmas is coming, I can't just go out and buy myself a £300 broom, sadly. But, you know, that's something that I definitely would love to add to my collection one day. Maybe some smaller items. I do have like the Primark version of the Mirror of Erised. It's quite little and it sits on my my makeup counter in my bedroom. But I would really love to have the big we'll say full size, not like full sized, but like the bigger sized one from Noble Collection. I think that would be really lovely to add to my collection. Yeah, there's lots of other little bits and bobs. So there's a few different ones I want. There's a few different creatures that I really want. So yeah, lots of little bits and bobs, but nothing like specifically that I'm like, I have to have that one the next time I buy something. Next question is, do you have any other fandoms? Yes, I do. I am not just Harry Potter mental. I am mental for other things too. I do have a low-key Disney obsession. I'm very, very obsessed with Disney. Specifically Beauty and the Beast. If you said to me, what's my favourite Disney film, it would always be Beauty and the Beast. But I love all Disney. Disney for me is just another magical place that I can go to if I'm ever feeling a bit blue. But yeah, Disney, where else do I really like? Because there's a few things as well now. I suppose if you could call it a fandom, I love Once Upon a Time. I could just binge watch that over and over and over again. I love Once Upon a Time. What other things can I say that I love? I do like Lord of the Rings as well. Lord of the Rings is like, those films were brilliant in my eyes. And I remember as well when I was younger, and obviously the Harry Potter films, Lord of the Rings were coming out. They were kind of coming out like one after another. So you'd get like a Harry Potter film, then a Lord of the Rings film, then Harry Potter would come out again, then Lord of the Rings would come out again. And I remember like there's like 3 years of that happening. I was just like, oh, every 6 months I was getting these amazing films coming out. So yeah, definitely Lord of the Rings. I think those are really great films. And the Hobbit films as well were really good. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for like the main fandoms that I really, really love. Okay, so the last question I was asked was, if I was to be looking into the Mirror of Erised, what would I see? Now, I love this question, but again, it's one of those questions I'm like, oh, what would I see? There's a few different things that like kind of swirl through my head of what I would see. One of the ones I think I would see is my children becoming successful, well-rounded, decent human beings, because I'm trying to instill that as much as I possibly can. Not that they're not that now, but obviously there's children. They're very little children at the moment. So yeah, to see them grow up to be really decent, lovely people would be amazing. I'd love, love, love that. You know, my kids are my world, and I only want good things for them and for them to be successful in life and to be happy. Because I've had my own kind of battles with depression and stuff, I just love to see them really, really like knocking it out of the park and doing amazing things and being just really, really content and happy. That would be a massive, massive thing for me to see my children do. I probably would also see myself in Hogwarts. I know, I'm very, very sad, but it would be, you know, I can't help but get that image out of my head, you know what I mean? Every Harry Potter fan, I think, out there, regardless of your age, has one time thought, I want to be in Hogwarts right now. It's my happy place. It's the place I go when I'm feeling blue. It's the place I go when I need a little bit of magic and sparkle in my life. And yeah, it's home. So regardless of my age, I really, really would see myself in Hogwarts. And yeah, very, very happy in Hogwarts. Okay, so that was all the questions that I was asked. Thank you so, so much to everyone who submitted a question. I'm really, really grateful. I actually had some really great questions this time around as well, so I was really, really chuffed as well to get those questions. Let me know if I answered your questions. Let me know if you enjoyed the answers that I gave. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video in its entirety, then please give it a magical thumbs up for me so that I know. Don't forget as well, if you haven't done already, to hit the subscribe button to become part of my little magical community. Don't forget to turn the notification bells on as well to be notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Thank you so much for 500 subscribers. Mwah!